All right. Good evening, folks. This is K5LYN. My name's Lynn. I'm in Austin. And we're going to get together and talk about vintage radios this evening. I'm on a cheap and easy SSB, which is a home brew radio originally described in QST 1956. And this particular radio was built by KG7TR in the year 2012. And what he built is a little bit better than the original, but he kept it true to the design, shape, basics, built on a BC-458 military surplus chassis with the 5 megahertz VFO and the 9 megahertz crystal single sideband generator of the phasing type. Okay, we're going to talk to folks on vacuum tube radios. Sometimes people are on hybrids, or if you're interested in what we're doing, you're welcome here too, even on a modern radio. Buy-sell trades are correct if they are vintage radio, not looking for modern radios on this particular net. And if you're working on a radio and you have a technical problem with it, this is the right place to bring up the question because a lot of expertise is found here. Okay, I'm going to talk. I've only got 4 calls written down early, so I'm going to talk to those 4, and then we'll give it to Jay, and he'll pick up some check-ins. Now, does anybody need this frequency for any kind of emergency use? We'll take a standby and see if we've got a clear frequency here. And I think Matt is probably recording the net. I always look forward to his recordings. I listen to them from beginning to end, the very first time I see them come up on my internet. Okay, let me see. Let me talk to my neighbor here, Mr. TXW. What do you say, George, K5LYN?
Hello, Lynn, and all around the net from WB5TXW on the usual S-line stuff. Barefoot, Sure 444, 75-meter dipole. The air is dead still here and very humid, which only means we're going to get it in the next day. Over.
Yeah, midday tomorrow, 1 or 2 o'clock is what they're telling me.
Well, time will tell. WB5TXW back to net.
Radio sounding good, George. All right, I'm going to talk to LYL, WOZ, and 5Q, and Mr. KA5LYL. Hey, Todd, let's hear that radio. I always tell you don't talk too long, but you get to talk longer tonight because you got a new project. Tell us about it. K5LYN.
Hello, Jeff. Hello, Lynn, and everybody else. My equipment tonight is, and it's also already for sale only because I can't afford the CW. So that means I need to go somewhere.
Okay, what'd you say you were going to do?
Sorry, microphone quite stable. Cord popped out of the radio. This mic, am I still on frequency pretty much? I think I should be able to put you back in.
Yeah, you might have moved it a little bit. You want me to talk to other 2 people and then come back to you?
No, it's not that. It's just that this is the barred microphone. The other mic is not coming in. So, yeah. And plus, this thing is already for sale because I cannot use it with CW. It's an original Swan 500, and it doesn't like CW. Let's see. You want me to continue on?
Okay. Tell me what microphone you're using, Todd.
Okay. The mic that I have borrowed is a Turner 350, it looks like, a little hand mic, teardrop shape. And the radio right now, I'm looking at it consistently doing, anywhere from 2.5 to 300 watts, believe it or not. Wow. Let's see. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the radio. All I'll say is it's been recapped. The biggest things has been done to it. The RF gain control does not work on it for some reason. It has no effect on the receive. It does hear and talk well as you're hearing right now. Now I'll make somebody a killer deal on it with or without the. I'm using it, by the way. This is one of WK5R Rusty's rebuilt Swan power supplies. I'm using with it. It's the 117, but I'm going to try to hang on to it because I think I'm going to look for a Swan 500C or CX, or even a 700 series. In the meantime, this Swan 500 right here, an original one that works fine on all the bands. Only It doesn't like CW, and the RF gain control doesn't work. I'll make somebody a killer deal, or I'll trade it for something else. 175, and I'm going to go ahead and drop my number this time, Rusty, if that'd be okay. Over.
Yeah, go ahead. Then pass it back to me.
Okay. Yep. Then I'm going to shut up because I don't want to go long. I'm notorious for that. I'm trying to change it. The phone number to contact me at about this radio to ask me more questions is strike a deal with me is 361-206-9363. 361-206-9363. And I hope it sounds okay so far. I've got nothing but great signal reports with it, and it does the same power on 8040 that I've ran it on and made good contact with. Thanks, Russ. Thanks, Lynn Bassett at K85.
All right, Todd. Yeah, the band is already up and down. The only recommendation I have is that a Shure 444 would be a better microphone than what you're using there. Other than that, the radio seems to be working fine. All right, moving on. Hey, KWZ, what do you say, Dan? K5LY.
Yeah, good evening, Lynn, and everybody else. This is Dan, KWZ Downtown Houston. Tonight I'm talking on a Kenwood TS820. The microphone's a Kenwood MC50. And I'm driving a Heathkit FB220 amplifier. And that's going... Hello, what happened to my signal here? Oh, it's okay. That's going into a two-band bazooka of about 35 feet. And today I trimmed a limb off of my cypress tree that was way up there, and it was just rubbing against that antenna, so I cut that off, and now it's about 6 feet from touching anything, finally. Something interesting here. Two things I'll do real quick. One is that my wife and I were sitting here eating dinner, and I heard this strange rumble. It was like I don't know if you all know what tanks sound like going down the roadway, but it sounded like a bunch of Army military tanks going down the main drag here in Washington. So I got up and walked out and opened the gate, and the guy who works behind me said it was a steam engine. And then we heard the whistle, and I looked down. You could see the steam coming out of the top as this went by, and the smoke. And it's going down to where the Amtrak terminal is. I guess it's going to be on display down there or something. But he just kept blowing that whistle all the way through downtown Houston there. It was kind of interesting to hear it and see it and feel the earth shake as that big old locomotive went by. It's about 4 blocks away, maybe 5. But that was kind of the excitement of the day. And also, I've got a Swan 500C here I've been working on, and found out that it's one of 50 that were made because of the special use of a 6GK6 or something like that, 6JH8 maybe, I forgot, as the balance modulator where they changed from the 7360. So it's interesting to look into some of this stuff when it doesn't match the schematic, and that compendium you told me about, Lynn, was priceless. That is really a valuable document. That's it from here. Thanks very much. Sorry to be so long-winded. KWZ.
Well, I'm fascinated by how fast you found it. I looked through the compendium. I looked on the modifications and updates and stuff like that in particular. The compendium doesn't help you when you're trying to find stuff because you don't know how it's organized. How'd you find it so fast?
Yeah,
that compendium too, because I couldn't navigate through there either.
I just went through the table of contents and picked something that looked like it'd be close, and usually it was within a page of whatever that was.
Well, you were on top of it. I've got the printed copy of it that some people sent me, but I knew it was online too. Well, I'm glad it solved the mystery. What a funny story. What else for the net, Dan? Anything else?
No, that's it from here. I'm just going to listen in.
Sounded good tonight. All right, moving on. KE5Q. Hey, Jim, you still hearing us up there? How about it? K5LYN.
Oh, yeah, K5LYN. This is Kilo Echo 5 Quebec, Jim in Plano. Good evening to everybody. The transceiver is not an antique. It's a flex, but I am going into the MLA 2500 that I've had since about 1997. Maybe 1990. I don't know, early 90s, I think. Anyway, and that's going into the double bazooka 8040, and everybody's sounding pretty good here tonight. Lynn, I will be down your way on Friday, coming down to my son's house there in Barton Hills, and we're going to the Kansas-Texas game, and I think down the boulevard there with a 4-year-old in the morning, so it's going to be a quick trip down. But anyway, I know we need to get on going. K5LYN, KE5Q.
Well, you're going to be busy, but if you have time, I'm in Central Austin. Come by, and I'll show you the stuff I'm talking on here.
Roger, if I get a chance. You know how it is when you make a quick trip down there, but I do want to get by there and see it.
Yeah, just send me an email. I'm easy to find. Okay, anything else for the net this evening, Jim?
Nothing else for the net.
Your signal has come up. Maybe things are going to get better. Okay, Jay, maybe this is the best time to talk. K5QS, K5LYN.
Okay. All righty, we'll give her a shot. Tonight, this is KM5QS with the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. Tonight I am on a set of Kenwood Twins, the T and R599 Delta. It's really nice. I picked it up at Belton last time, and turned out to be a good find. Didn't have to do anything to them. Cleaned them up a little bit, although they didn't really need it, and just put them on the air using an Electro Voice 664 Alpha microphone, and going through an old converted Alpha to a homebrew antenna and tuner and all that kind of good stuff. So that being said, don't want to waste too much time, because trying to slip this in before the band goes away. Anyone for the Boat Anchors Unlimited net, come now, please.
I'm here, Jay. WK5R.
Okay, go ahead, Steve.
Well, good evening, Jay, and all the boat anchors. Tyler. We're waiting for the rain tomorrow, but anyway, tonight I'm on the Churchill Kenwood TS520 at Collins 3001, MC50, a dipole up 40 on speed, and that's about it from Tyler. Back to you, Jay. K0SED.
All righty, Steve. Good deal. I could hear somebody else out there, but I couldn't pull them out. Try it again.
Comment for Rusty.
I'm here, Jay.
Oh, you there, Rusty? Okay, good deal. All righty. I'll take a few more, and then I'll see what I can do. Or I'll see what you can do. We'll see what happens. All right, who's next for the net?
Alpha Delta Charlie. Hey, Rusty, this is one of your power supplies.
ADC. I believe that's Rick down there, so go ahead, Rick.
Yeah, good evening, Jay, and everybody else on the net. This is Rick down in Harlingen. I'm on the border, and I'm on the GSB 100. Microphone's the Z104, and the receiver's a Drake 2B, and all going to inverted V, about 30 feet up in the backyard.
Sounds great, as usual. That thing, especially, well, it sounded good before you solid stated it, but now I can't. Well, I couldn't find anything wrong with it to begin with. So it sounds great.
Yeah, the only bad thing about solid state is, boy, it shot the voltages up quite a bit, but I've used the Variac to bring everything back down where it should be. So that works out pretty well, and it doesn't shock everything when I turn it on.
Yeah, like, oops. Alrighty. Well, sounds great. Anything else?
No, you sound real good on that Kenwood. Those are the twins?
Yes, sir. It's, this is a set of twins I picked up in Belton.
Well, it's got the good Kenwood audio.
Thank you, sir. That's why we like them.
Yeah, 7.3, WD586.
Okay, Rick. Well, thanks for checking in. All right, who's next for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Who? Try it again?
That was Doug.
Oh, IS? Okay, go ahead, Doug.
Yeah, good evening, Jay.
I didn't know y'all was running the net earlier. So I just happened to turn it on, catch me. I'm on the 830 and double bazooka antenna. And I'm running it through SB 1000. I hit a little high, about 900 on peak, but the average is way down. So band don't sound too good. I won't hold it. Let you work as many as you can, Jay. Appreciate it.
Okay, Doug. Well, you're coming through, but I think you're right. I think the band's starting to slip on us a little bit. But thanks for checking in. Maybe things will be a little better next week. W5IS, KM5QS. Who's next for the Boat Anchor Net? And then I think I'll let Rusty have a shot. Well, maybe I shouldn't have thought. I guess, Rusty, go ahead and see who you can find. KM5QS to WK5R.
Hey, Rusty.
KM5QS, WK5R. Well, good afternoon, or good evening, everybody. Name here is Rusty. I didn't get in time to get on the boat anchor stuff. I'm on the 590 with the Audio Technica mic and driving the GS35B in a fan dipole. Oh, I'll cut her short there. Who else out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now.
Hey, Rusty, this is one of your rebuilt power supply that's doing good. KA5LYL, back to net.
Copy that, Todd. Okay, who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. The Whiskey Radio Echo. Go ahead.
Just checking in with the HT37 and the SH.
Roger. That's what I'm normally running the net on, but I didn't get in time to warm that old big booger up there. Yours sounds great there, over.
Roger.
All right, there. Yeah, appreciate you checking in with the HT37 and the SX111. Good job. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. Anybody else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited net? Come now.
Zulu Papa Delta.
Zulu Papa Delta, go ahead.
Hi, this is KA5ZPD East Texas here. Good evening, everybody on the net, and we'll get it done quickly. A pair of Drake Twins B-line models with a matching L4B amplifier, D104, and a dipole. KA5ZPD. Good evening to everyone. 73 and back to net.
Okay, I caught most. I didn't catch what the rig was. For some reason, it was a little chirp or cutout or something. What was the rig?
Roger. The rig here is a Drake T4XB with a R4B receiver. T4XB R4B receiver. Over.
Wow. What's some audio for an old rig like that? You've done a great job on that. It sounds wonderful.
Okay, thank you so much. Everybody else is sounding good when I hear them. The band's all goofed up. So 73 to all who can hear me, and good evening. KA5ZPD. Back to net control.
Roger. Boy, them Drake Twins sounded fantastic. All right. Anybody else out there that wants to talk boat anchors, come now.
This is Whiskey 5 Tango Lima Juliet here in Banks, Texas.
Tango Lima Juliet, go ahead.
Well, I'm not on a boat anchor. I just like to talk. I'm on a Kenwood TS570D running a Maritron AL84. So that's about 500 watts. What's your location? What kind of signal? Do you hear any RF on my signal?
I did on peaks just a little bit, but that was the only one I heard. Most of it I didn't hear, but right on the end there, just as you were asking me that, I heard a little.
Is it real obvious?
It was right on the end, but it's not right now. It's just like on voice peaks.
Okay. Does this
if I talk lower, would that help?
That was fine on that transmission.
Okay, I'll talk lower then. What's your location?
I'm in northeast Texas, halfway between Dallas and Tyler.
Okay, I think if I talk deeper, it makes it where you don't hear anything.
Roger, yeah, it showed up a little bit on you there. It's like on voice fix, it's intermittent. There's the only way I can describe it.
Yeah, I don't know what I could do to change it.
I don't know either till you find out what's doing it.
Well, I have my tuner grounded, but I don't have my amp grounded.
That could be. Sometimes you don't have to have stuff grounded. I don't have it grounded here, but sometimes you do.
Yeah, I'll probably ground it after the rains come by and go. Probably be Friday before I can do that, or Saturday.
Roger, Roger. Anything else for the net?
No, I just enjoyed talking to y'all, W5CLJ.
Okay, catch you later. All right. Anybody else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited net? Okay, I'm not getting all the call, but I'm getting a KB4 or something there. Go ahead and try it again. Okay, I did not quite get the which rig. I know it's a Yaesu because you said, I believe you said FT something, and I'll let you tell me what that is in a minute. But from what I can tell, it sounds good there. Go ahead. Okay, the Kilo Delta 4 station, come back again and with what was the rest of that rig? I know it was a FT something, but I didn't catch it all. Give me that FT number again one more time. The static crash got you. 767. Okay, got it. 767. Yeah, it's one of the big transistor rigs. Yeah, okay. It's working fine for you. Just the static crashes are out northwest of me, and they're whacking everybody. Okay, appreciate you checking in there from Georgia. I'm going to take one more, then I'm going to shoot her back down to Lynn there. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. I got no answer. K5LYN, WK5R. You want to give her a try, Lynn?
Yeah, I think so, Rusty. Am I still sounding okay? K5LYN.
Yeah, you're right on, because I'm on a modern rig right now.
Okay, we'll go with it. Yeah, this is K5LYN, Lynn in Austin, returning on the cheap and easy SSB from QST 1956. All right. Hey, Dan, KWZ, are you still over there somewhere? I got traffic for you. K5LYN.
Yeah, I'm here, Lynn. I don't hear too well, but go ahead.
Hey, if you find out what that steam locomotive was, send me an email with you about it. I'm a hardcore steam railroad freak. Over.
Yeah, I will. The fella that works in this office behind me, he said it's supposed to go back the other way, but he wasn't sure if it was tonight or tomorrow, but he said he's certain they'll be blowing that whistle again. So even if it's the middle of the night, I'm going to get up and go find out what it's all about. But I expect it'll probably be in the paper tomorrow, and I'll let you know.
Okay. I'll tell you something that's interesting. To run a steam train down a railroad that's under general use for regular railroad traffic costs about $10,000 a day once you consider all the insurance and the preparation. So what those guys are doing is amazing. Keep me posted. All right, let me move on here. Let's see. Who else wants to talk about that? KWYN calling and listening.
K5L.
KC5L, is that what I heard? I'm not sure.
Kilo Charlie 5 Lima.
Tom, I hear you, but it's not real loud. Give it a try.
The boat anchor's net. Hold on. Yeah, good evening, Lynn, and the boat anchor's net. Tom, KC5L in San Antonio. And you mentioned the steam locomotive. I'm looking at an article in my www.mysanantonio.com. Big Boy stops in San Antonio during tour of the Southwest. So it's got a little bit of information on the locomotive. It's got some pictures of it, so you might find that interesting. Tonight we're running electronic 200 feet, and that's going into about homebrew open wire line and a homebrew double up 50 feet, about 110 feet long, and I'm listening on an R390A. So that's all I have. Back to you, Lynn, KC5L.
Okay, all right. Tom, the skip's getting a little bit long for us, but I copied 100%. The central electronics is sounding great. And by the way, I know what Big Boy is. That's a recently restored, one of the largest steam locomotives in the world. I did not know it was in Texas, so that's great information, Tom. Over.
Roger, Roger. Yes, it's mysanantonio.com. Has an article on it from when it stopped at Sunset Station here in San Antonio yesterday. I would have loved to have gone out and seen it, but I had to be at work. But it does have some photographs of the
Yeah, that's a giant. Think of the preparation it takes. I mean, how you got to transport all the water and all the fuel and everything for that. That's an amazing job. And I didn't even know it was in Texas. Thank you for the information.
Roger, Roger.
All right. Anything else for the net tonight?
Nothing else for the net, KC5L.
Okay, fine. Central Electronics is sounding great. All right. Who else for the boat anchors? K5LYN calling and listening.
KL7 Charlie Delta.
Mr. Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How's everybody doing tonight? I got in late. I was at a Covenants meeting here in our development, and I didn't realize the net was going to get on quite this early, so I really apologize for getting in so late.
Well, the band has been falling off really early, Mike. We just kind of played it by ear. We thought we'd get on whenever we can, and it could die at any minute. By the way, you're blasting into Austin tonight.
Well, thank you. I'm on the Halleck Rafters twins, and got the matching power supply, of course, for the transmitter, using a Shure 444D microphone, and using the big green box Heathkit SB220, and that runs via coax up to my dipole. I did want to tell you a little quick story. Maybe somebody can learn from what I learned. I had to learn it the hard way. But I noticed that on my transmitter that I was having to turn the gain up about 2.5 notches from where I normally keep it on the transmitter. So I tried another microphone, and I had the same problem. And so I got the schematic out and looked at it, and there's 3 amplification stages in the audio section after the microphone. 12AX7 has 2 triode sections, so that's amplifier 1, amplifier 2, and then 1/2 of a 12AT7 uses half of that for the 3rd amplification stage. And I pulled those 2 tubes and checked them. They checked fine. And I thought, well, if it can't be that, maybe my tube checker is leading me astray. And I've used it forever. It's a real good one. Anyway, I've got 2 new old stock tubes. I just happen to have my last 12AX7. And I put them in one at a time, and the 12AT7 didn't change it at all. But when I put the 12AX7, it came right back to where it used to be. So it's just a bad tube. I kind of suspected that, but you got to eliminate all the other things first. QSL?
Yeah. One quick thought about tube checkers. Check and see if there's a selenium rectifier in the tube checker. A lot of those old checkers had those. And you ought to put a diode in there instead of a selenium rectifier. And also check the caps on it, too, and it'll make your tube checker work a lot better. Yeah,
Roger. This is a Canadian manufactured version of the Hickok, so it's It's a real nice tube checker. You know, it's got the cylindrical rolling dial and all that kind of stuff. It'll take just about any tube, and I really like it. But it's probably long overdue for just pulling it apart and doing exactly what you said. Shouldn't be a big chore.
Yeah, it's really not much work, but it's worth it because tube checkers, we need them. By the way, you're still sounding great tonight. Maybe that tube needed to be replaced before we knew it.
Well, you know, I can't imagine it's got anything to do with the audio section, but I'm actually getting out a little more power out of the 220. I'm running close to a kilowatt, and normally with this rig, it's around 850, 900.
Well, I think you're the loudest I've ever heard you, and it sounds great.
Break?
Yeah, who's the breaking?
Yeah, this is me. I've got some traffic for Mike when you're done.
All right, yeah, we're done. Go ahead, Jay.
Okay, Mike, have you still got the 901 stuff?
Yes, I do.
I know somebody that wants it.
Okay, well, I've got the 901 that works. I got the 901 parts rig. I've got the converter for 2 and 6 meters. I've got the phone patch with the speaker. I think there's one other piece I have, and I'm letting it all go for one price. So if you want to pass it along, I'll be glad to talk to them.
Oh, yeah. He saw it at Belton, and he almost bought it then, and he told me today that he would, if you still have it, that he would like to have it. So I'll tell him you still got it, and we'll go from there. Have you? What's your phone number, and I'll have him call you.
Okay, it's 214-435-1788. 214-435-1788. I'm also good in QSL.
Okay, that'll work. I'll give him your number, and y'all can go from there.
Okay, what's his name there, Jay?
John might double. Go again, Mike.
What's his name there, Jay? At least first name.
Oh, John.
Okay. Well, if he calls me or emails me or whatever, I'll be glad to talk to him. You know, it's kind of interesting because I had bagged all those up in plastic bags, put them on top of a refrigerator in the garage, and I was going to take them to Houston for the Houston Vintage Radio Association. They have an auction. I was just going to take it there and auction it in January.
No, he lives here in Alice, and he came by today, and I had some stuff for him. And at any rate, we were talking about it, and he said, "Yeah." And he was looking at this stuff, and he said, "You know, I wished I'd have bought those things." And he said, "See if he still got them." And I said, "Well, I'll ask him."
Well, good deal. The Boat Anchors net, Boat Anchors Unlimited net has come in handy for me again.
There you go. And yeah, that's all for now. But anyway, thank you, KM5QS.
Go ahead, Lynn.
Anything else on your end, Mike?
No, you're starting to fade out a little bit. I still copy you, but you better go ahead.
All right, let's move on. Who else wants to talk vintage radio this evening? K5LYN, calling and listening. Well, this might be the beginning of the end. All right, this is K5LYN on the cheap and easy SSC. Who's hearing me? Wants to check in? K5LYN, listening. Well, Jay, why don't you try it and then give it to Rusty? We'll see if we can do any better.
Well, you had faded pretty good, but you just came back up. So who knows? It may yo-yo for a little while. All right, folks, this is the Boat Anchors Unlimited Net. This is KM5QS on the second round. Anyone else, if we haven't talked to you yet, like to check into the Boat Anchors Unlimited. Come now, please. All righty, we're going to get short time here in a minute. Anyone, anywhere, any rig. Doggone. Hey, Rusty, see if you can beat somebody out of the bushes.
Okay. KM5QS, WK5R. All right. We're just about through the second round here. Anybody else out there that wants to talk Boat Anchors Unlimited, come now.
WB1E.
Anybody out there wants to talk Boat Anchors Unlimited, even if you're not on a boat anchor rig, you're just interested in what we're doing, come now.
Did you hear Doug?
Whiskey Bravo 1 Echo.
I did then. Go ahead, Doug.
Hello, gentlemen of the boat anchor. And, yeah, this is Doug here and Brian. It's good to hear you, Jay, Rusty, and the gentleman in Austin. It just kind of faded out. So, unfortunately, Lynn, you were strong earlier, but I came in here a little late. I wasn't sure when it started. So, anyway, this is WB1E here in Bryan, Texas, and talking to you on the old trusty 500. And having a lot of fun listening to everybody, as usual. There's some nice sounding stations out there. And, yes, Lynn, I did look up the Cheap and Easy. What is it? I forgot it's called W-something-7TR. His webpage. So that was interesting to read all about that. So, in any event, talk to you guys off of a little help off of a Henry amplifier, and then out on a flat top V-beam up at 30 feet. And so, anyway, I'll turn it back to you, Rusty. Rusty, you're the loudest of all three Comancheros out there, so congratulations on that. That's at 6 feet. I think the band is going along, obviously, so the furthest person from me is the loudest at this point. So, all right, back to you, Rusty and the net. This is WB1E.
Okay, Doug, and yeah, I'm not on the boat anchor night. I didn't get in here early enough to get the old Halleck Rafters warmed up, so I'm on the 590 right now. So, and we're hitting right at about 1,450 watts or so. All right, thank you for checking in, Doug. All right, anybody else out there that we haven't talked to yet and wants to talk boat anchors, come now. I think there's a station there, but I could not copy him. I'll try it one more time. Anybody else out there that wants to talk boat anchors, even if you're not on a vintage rig, but you're interested in what we're doing, come now. Yeah, maybe we may be a run out of our string there, Lynn. K5LYN, WK5R.
You know, Rusty, you got real strong while you were talking there, so it's unpredictable. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. When everything plays out, I'm going to shut this station down, but I'm going to keep my other vintage station that we call that I compare to the 59 Studebaker on for a while in case the band comes back alive. But we'll stick with this for the next few minutes, but we may be playing out here. All right, this is K5LYN, Lynn and Austin. Anybody want to check into the Boat Anchors Net? I'm listening. Well, that question was easy to answer. Jay, why don't I give it to you? We may be playing out here. Cool down and warm up the other, and if there's anybody else around, we'll talk on this. If not, that'll be it. So we still got in a pretty good net tonight under very weird propagation. You know, 80 meters used to be great in the winter. This is a weird situation we're having. KM5QS, give it a try, and I'm going to see if that might be my last transmission. I don't know. K5LYN.
Okay, Lynn. Well, we've had 18 check-ins so far. That's not too bad for the way things have been going. But let me take a wild shot. KC5NOB. John, are you listening? No, guess not. All right. Anyone else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Somebody's bound to be out there that just has to get in here and show us how good his rig sounds. So come now, please. Well, let's see. The World Series is over. I guess there's nothing to blame but the band conditions. So let me try again. Anyone we haven't talked to or recheck or whatever, come on down.
Whiskey 5, Mike Romeo Bravo.
85 VZA Mobile.
Who was the mobile?
Yes, relay.
Go ahead.
That was Whiskey 5, Mike, I believe, Romeo Bravo.
Oh, that's Bobby up there in Dallas.
Okay. Well, go ahead, Bobby.
Hello, everybody, if you can hear me. I don't have anything to brag about tonight. My boat anchor broke. It jumps channels whenever I key up, so I'm having to talk on one of my other radios. It's not much, 2000. But I just want to say hello to everybody, and I hope everybody's had a great evening. I'll brag when I get it fixed, so we'll catch y'all on the next time. W5MRB.
Okay, Bobby. Good deal, believe it or not. I did hear you that time. Static crashes did not get you, so when you get it fixed up, we'll be looking for you to check in on it, and that'll work. And you see there, Doug, that's what an old set of twins can do. It can pull them out. Wow, my goodness. Thanks for checking in, Bobby. Is there anyone else out there? Well, that being the case, this has been a good net, and it may not be over, but I'm going to go ahead and say 7-3 to everybody. I'll stick around and see what happens, but we appreciate everybody that checked in. It's a lot of fun. Enjoy it every weekend. Like George says, the best hour in amateur radio every week. So, Rusty, your turn. WK5R, KM5QS.
KM5QS, WK5R. Well, I'll put out one more call and I'll tie the ribbons on it, I guess. And I couldn't hear Bobby, but I knew who he was by the call there. Anyway, anybody left out there that we hadn't talked to yet on the Boat Anchors Unlimited, we realize we're starting early, so that may be why some of them aren't showing up. Anybody else out there? Come now.
LYN, recheck.
Go ahead, Lynn.
Well, if nobody else to talk, I will. If I get to talk on this station one time tonight, at least that makes me my day. So I'm still hanging out, Rusty. Back to you, K5LYN.
Heck, that one's even stronger than the other one. That's right, it puts out a little more power, don't it?
Yeah, the other's about 350. I'm an honest 500 here.
Well, I can tell it, man, you're good and loud here right now. Anyway, I'll see. All right, anybody else out there for the Boat Anchors Unlimited net before I close it down? We will remain here on frequency as long as it holds up there. Just talking amongst ourselves, I guess, if some of the latecomers come dragging in. Anybody else out there before I close it? Come now. Hearing nobody, I thank everybody for checking in, because that's y'all putting them things on there. Me and Lynn and Jay and the other net controls who are occasionally in here. We could not do this. Appreciate everybody checking in, and we'll look for you next week. If you're around the radio, turn it on about 6 o'clock and start listening, because you never know when we're going to start. Depends on the band. So 73s all the way around, and we'll still be on frequency. We'll catch we'll now close the net and return this frequency to normal amateur abuse. WK5R.
Nicely done all the way around. And Rusty, I exaggerated. More like 350 or maybe 400 here. K5LY.
Well, I can sure tell the difference, though. Just 100 watts or so, especially on a night like tonight.
Yeah, it's been a tough night, but we've actually heard a lot of people.
Yeah, we had some from way out there too. I had a couple from one from Mississippi, one from Georgia.
I didn't hear the Georgia. Yeah, hang around here just a while, see if anything else comes along, because sometimes the band comes back and we did start early.
That's true.
Yep, you never know who's liable to show up. But every time I forget in between using these things how much I love these twins.
The whole gear is fun, ain't it?
Is that you, Bob? Oh, that's Ralph. Go ahead, Ralph.
Hello, Ralph. I didn't get the memo. Is the net starting at 6 now instead of 7?